Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, even a great cook can struggle in a bad kitchen. Celebrity chef Giada De Laurentiis fixes that in her new show, Giada in the Kitchen, creating functional spaces for deserving families.
Eric and I came over today to tell you if we're going to give you the kitchen that you've always dreamed of. I am here to renovate your kitchen.
Oh my God! I can't believe this. What? Oh my gosh, they're gonna renovate our kitchen. Oh
Eric, come on in here. Eric is an amazing interior designer. Amazing interior designer.
Now that I've had your beautiful taco, you get a new kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go in there. Should we go and check it out?
I don't know if we all fit in there, but we can try.
We welcome to AM Northwest celebrity chef Giada De Laurentiis. Giada, this is such a fun show. What or who inspired this for you?
Well, you know, at the end of the day, I've cooked in so many kitchens for so many years, and from restaurant kitchens to home kitchens. And I remodeled my kitchen 5 years ago, and I realized how much I enjoyed doing it. And we all know that, you know, I love watching reno shows and cooking shows, and I think a lot of people do. So it's kind of marrying those two worlds together. And I love moving from the kitchen to lifestyle back and forth. And so I feel like that's what this show does. It really brings all of what I love to do together in one place.
In this first episode, oh, he had me crying. You go right into the kitchen and you just take over, and I love it.
I mean, you know, I think that the key here is to cook with him before we renovate his kitchen and then cook with him after we've renovated. So I can really get an idea of how does he move in the kitchen, right? Because I want to see the movement. I want to see what is he missing? What are the things that he needs to do what he loves to do? And space was number one on the list, countertops. And I do feel like a lot of us just put a lot of junk on our countertops when we actually need them to be clear and ready for us to kind of use when we cook. And so anyway, it was really, and he was so lovely, and I got to know him so well, and really trying to sprinkle in all of his cultural nuances in the space. It really felt like home.
Yes, it really did. It was beautiful. I love the tile, Mexican tile around the stove. That was stunning.
Yeah. And the little nook that we created with the Mexican tile, right? It just felt like it was like his little space when he's cooking. It just felt so intimate. And I think sometimes we miss that in kitchens, right? They feel a little cold, and this creates a lot of intimacy and a lot of hominess and warmth.
And Eric, the renovator, the designer, he really did a great job, even though you two disagreed on a couple things.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big fan of drapes in a kitchen.
Yeah.
I am not. But having said that, he convinced me. He showed me two different ways of doing it. And when we were looking at it, I thought, okay, I understand the vision here, and I think it could potentially work. And getting the right materials. You know, when I think of drapes, I don't think you can throw them in the wash.
Yeah.
But you could.
You could.
And so I think that's the wonderful thing about Eric, is introducing me to materials that maybe I didn't realize even existed.
Yeah. I love watching your Instagram. You learn from generations who cooked before you, and it looks like your daughter is learning from you. How much are you loving that?
Well, I think it's so fun to watch Jade grow up, but I also think, she's very inspired by TikTok and what, the younger generation is doing on TikTok. And I will be honest, she's not a lover of cooking the way that I am, but I will say that the moments we can have together are really inspired by what she finds on TikTok and DMs me and asks me to get the ingredients and is like, Mom, I'll make this with you. Even if it doesn't work out. The moments I can have in the kitchen with her are precious, and so I take every opportunity no matter what the dish is.
Well, Jade looks like she enjoys, working in the kitchen with her mom. I know TikTok is inspiring as well, but still, you're her main person she goes to. I also love the fact that you love animals. I'm a big dog person and cat person, and you featured one of your dogs in the show quite a bit. Tell me you have 3 dogs, is that right?
I do. I have 3 dogs and a cat. Yes. I don't know what happened to me as I got older. I just started to collect animals, probably because my daughter's getting older. She's got one more year till she goes to college, so I need other babies, I guess. But anyway, they are my babies. I love, you know, there's something very calming about animals. They really ground you.
Yeah.
And I think when I have a long day or I'm feeling like I'm spinning out of control or whatever, they just kind of suck you back to the moment and really make you focus on the moment. And I think sometimes life just gets us all worked up, and animals do a great job of grounding us. So
Well,
they really help me. Really
let
help
me-
mellow me out.
Let me ask you this about having animals. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and I'm always like, oh, I need to cook, but I need to get the dogs outside. Do you have rules about your animals in the kitchen?
Well, I will be honest that I've had over the years a few tragic moments with dogs, meaning I fell over them or I burned myself or whatever. So
Or
I am
things
careful.
disappear off the counter?
Well, my big dog Enzo can definitely do that.
Yeah.
The little guys, they can't. But the big guy, when I first got him, I had to realize, oh wow, I really have to be very careful. He just took a whole steak off the counter.
Yes!
He didn't even cook. So that is, so with him, I have taught him to stay in his bed and watch me from afar. He does not sit by me for that exact reason. So that took a little bit of coaching and a little bit of training to get him there. But the little guys are always, they're always in between my toes.
I
So I
love
always
it.
have to be careful I don't step on them. But you know what? It's a dance that we do. We all know how to move around each other. So the cat is another one who just shows up on my counter. And I'm like, no, I can't have cat hair all over my food. Get off the counter. So I think cats are actually more difficult to control than dogs.
No, I think you're right. And I also saw too your sweet boyfriend Shane in the kitchen with you, and I'm sure he loves your cooking. And by the way, he looks at you like he just adores you. It's really the cutest thing.
Well, you know,
He does.
for now.
All right, I want to tell everyone Giada in My Kitchen is streaming now on Prime Video. Thank you so much. It was really fun talking with you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.